So sometimes you just don't know how much you're hurting until somebody actually steps in to help you out. I had that experience today physically with my massage because I knew that I was in a lot of pain, but I didn't realize how much pain my body was in until she starts massaging me and like hitting those sore spots that I didn't know I had. There's certain parts that were hurting already, but then she found parts that were hurting that I didn't know about. So, but that's also true in the case of when you're grieving or when you're caregiving or whatever, you sometimes don't know how much pain you're in. I actually helped out a friend of mine yesterday. Her mom had passed away, who was also a friend of mine. It was actually my choir teacher in high school, and very special lady, very sweet. And she died of pancreatic cancer on Monday, 2 days ago. And so when I checked on one of her daughters that night, I asked what she was doing the next day, and she says, "Well, I've got two patients." She's a nurse. "Got two patients to see tomorrow, and it's like 2 hours away from here." And I'm like, "Wait, is somebody driving you, or is there nobody that can take over?" She's like, "No, I've got to work because I got to pay my mortgage." And I said, "Well, is anybody driving you?" She's like, "Well, no, I was just going to drive myself." I'm like, "No, you're not. You just lost your mama. You're in a big old fog. I will drive you." So I got up really early, and I don't do early, but I got up really early and went and picked her up yesterday and took her where she needed to go. And then by that afternoon, she needed to be at the funeral home with her family, and so I took her there, and then took her back home, and she was just wiped out. And thankfully, she had slept on the way back a little bit because she had obviously not slept the night before that much. Neither did I. I think I only had 3 hours sleep. But anyway, my point is that that's something that you can do for someone else that's caregiving or that has just lost someone close to them, is just offer to drive them somewhere, because sometimes they think that they can do it, and they really don't need to be doing that. There were plenty of times I was behind the wheel of the car that I shouldn't have been, but I didn't have a choice. But this time she had a choice. I was able to pick her up and take her, and she had thanked me later. She's like, "Oh my gosh, I don't know what I would have done without you. Thank you so much for taking me." And because I was so tired, I probably would have fallen asleep driving back. I was like, "Yeah, that was what I was worried about. One of the things I was worried about." So anyway, I just wanted to give you that other extra little thing that you can think about when either you're a caregiver or you're trying to support a caregiver, or you have lost someone and you're grieving, or you're trying to support somebody who's grieving. Just know that stepping in for them to help them with things that they don't even know that they need help with is huge. So I hope that encourages you to reach out to somebody and help them out today.